So what's up everyone? Welcome back to your channel, Brighter Life Institute. I am Alicia. Today, if you allow me, I have identified a puppet of the Western, and that is the President of Madagascar, Andry Rajoelina. Is the actual President of the Republic of Madagascar. Is a puppet. So we to go direct. Many of those countries that are extremely poor in Africa are interestingly full of treasure. On the paper, internationally, those countries are seen to be in the bottom of poverty, and their people are begging the Western for aid. And that has been going on for so long, even before I was born. Can you believe it? In the same level that Niger, that is full of gold, mining, uranium, diamond, you name it, they are loaded. They are loaded and they have been exploited by the Western, especially by the country of France. The French and Madagascar were in a war for 70 years, where in the time there was a queen there, Queen Ramanola the First, that asked the French to respect his people, that this is not indigenous people, and an exchange of culture can surely happen, but do not believe that my people are poor and they are stupid. But the French, they didn't see it like that. Like in Niger, they just wanted to take everything. 17 years of war, of poor people in Madagascar that did not even have a weapon, just sticks. And they fought and they did not drop. They fought for 17 years, and in the end, France had to leave. France had weapons. They had guns, and what else? A proper military train against little villagers that are living in a wooden little home. These people really has no dignity, no honor to go fighting this kind of people. But here in this video, we are to talk about the president of that country, the president of Madagascar, that is Western puppets. He dressed up nice, like a guy that go here in the EU Commission. Some people, they will even sell their own mother to be in that EU Parliament. And yeah, some people, like this president of Madagascar, have no problem to see his people being poor, struggling to survive, for him to wear a nice suit, to look how we say that, civilized in the front of the Western. He want to be a Westerns. A coup may be coming for him, because a wake-up call in Africa is happening. This president is right now on the eyes of his people. the people of Madagascar realized that these puppets is selling the resource and controlling the population to stay poor as a punishment to have fought against France. This puppet is very close to Macron. They are kind of good friends. And here, Macron always have said that he has no friends. That's not true. He has some bit of friends. Yes, the President of Madagascar is a traitor of his people. He's keeping them to poverty, and he's agree. He's one of those ancien mind that the Western white have used a black person. They're using their own people to inflict slavery and all atrocity to their people. It's sick. It's sick. Right now with the resistance that is happening in Africa for Niger, some of those Western may be obligated to have a fair trade deal or to do the dirt themselves and do the killing themselves if they want a war in Niger. Puppets like the President of Madagascar are getting nervous because energy is contagious. If there is a awakening in Africa neighborhood, the people of Madagascar are also going to take good care of him. A traitor, the puppets that is there as a president, that is not president of his people, but president of the puppets of Western. They all need to be identified and removed. It's not hard to find them. Follow the money, follow the action, and see where they stand. President of what country? Country that are rich but poor on the paper. That's how you know you're dealing with the snakes. Somebody that has no honor, integrity, leading the country, leading his people to be poor, enslaved and controlled and abused by an outsider. Treachery should be back on the books for a maximum punishment, in my view. So I wanted to share this with you, that Madagascar President Puppets maybe next, and in the past that were cool against him, but maybe they're gonna accelerate it, things a little bit over there, getting some movement going and remove him fast. Nobody that is a traitor of his people should be holding the seat of president or new title of presidency for that country if they at first don't have their people interest in their heart. It's like you're getting married and your husband is your enemy and giving priority to somebody over there that you don't even know. Oh no, who knows? But here, seriously, those puppets are traitors. They're traitors of their people. They're selling their people and their country to a fate of misery and poverty. Is unacceptable. Unacceptable. If the President of Madagascar want to worship Macron, the Western and France, then they can do it outside the seat and to not be president of that country. From the moment you're president of the country, and if you have been discovered to be a traitor, you should face the maximum penalty of treachery against your own people. This is my taking on this matter. I believe action will happen soon also in that region. Madagascar have requested their independence, but no independence can be found when they've been controlled by still Western power, by France again. France been pretending to give independence to many of those countries in Africa and abusing them and holding them down so they don't develop. This has to change. This has to be fought. This injustice cannot continue to be. Those puppets need to go with their master. The master right now, many talk and battles happening at the assembly in France. Macron is getting crushed literally. They could tolerate him to put in some policy there and there for the French population, but it seemed like they had no appetite to lose Africa, to lose the Niger. The French knows that they rely on that country more than ever there to mention. It's only now they're showing a bit of sorry after the group of the ECOWAS has not inflicted a war on their brother and sister in Niger. Once again, the Western expected to use one of their people, the African people, to attack, kill, and destroy and have a war with each other. While the African people say, don't see the point. They did not provoke anything. You've been abusing them for centuries, exploiting them. They're only defending themselves and they're rising up. And we want what? Give them a war and kill them all? To say enough? We're sending children in the mine to benefit France. Many people in Niger has no electricity because the electricity are getting sent to France, and we wonder why these people are not happy. All the Westerns say we want to defend democracy. Put back a puppet president in Niger. They don't care about democracy. They just want their interests to be served. It makes me sick. Puppets has to leave totally Africa and honor of the patrie for their people need to be in place. France need to concern themselves what's going on in their soul. The French people have enough as well, and now they're getting humiliated regarding this situation that Niger, the poorest country, has stood up against them, and the other African country, including South America, Putin, China, and now Nigeria are standing side by side with Niger that they did not see coming. So this is the video I wanted to make today, talking about the President of Madagascar that is a Western puppet. It make you think, isn't it? This guy has to leave immediately. We cannot have people that are abusing poor people and keeping them poor when the country they live is full of treasure. I thank you today to have watched this video with me. I'm Alicia, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.